folks? It's the Black King here, and this is a little bit of a new intro. Not exactly a one that's a permanent intro or anything, but anyway, this background is just there. There's no music of any kind. There's no gameplay of any kind, so that you can focus on whatever you're doing and listen to whatever I have to say. Because what I feel that I have to say is very, very important. And what I'm going to tell you is that while it's going to be showing a little bit of something, but that's because I'm not going to be showing any video, like in other words, I'm not going to click on it, in other words, specifically. But I am going to show you the title of it, and I'm going to explain to you why. Because a lot of you are going to be like, I'm so confused. Why do you have so many P's on there and whatever? Well, I'm going to tell you. I mean, I'm sorry if it makes it sound like it's a silly accent of whatever your voices are, and I apologize. It's not to make fun of you or anything like that. Let's just make that for the record. It's true. But unfortunately, I don't know you, and I don't know what you sound like. And no offense, but I'm not going to try to pretend like that any more than I actually am trying to emphasize on what it is, what you guys are trying to. What I'm trying to emphasize in that statement is basically why you're questioning it, and I understand that. So let me just explain something here. I have an episode here of Final Fantasy VII that has. Where is it at now? We're gonna find it. It's going to be P, which is actually part, in case you're wondering. Well, I'm going to turn it like this. That way it shows it more better. This actually does not happen on if I was on my phone. I should know I tried recording on it. And that was even crappy at best. Anyway. So let's see. It'll be one of my last episodes of Final Fantasy VII. And if I find it here, which may take me a little bit, like PT18, that's part 18, and PT1 is part 1. No Way Temple Run. Basically, it's the part 1 of Temple, of the Temple. Rather, actually, I mean, ancient temple, anyway. And, well, it took me a bit to get through there. I was trying to find out things. I didn't realize it was going to go on for that long. But it doesn't really matter. I don't regret it. It just, I don't like it going on that long, but it happens. So, anyway, there's another one here. Where in the hell did you go, you stinky fart nerd? I know you're here. So I've just got to releasing finally the rest of my 99. A lot of it's already up on BitChute. I showed a little bit of it off up here, but I didn't show the full deal. So again, you can find the link in the below, either in this video or one of them. Probably more precisely to find it, but then that's if you want to see the first parts of the episode 99. And even though we have like so many episodes of 99, I didn't officially count it as 100 or anything, so, you know. Anyway, like, okay, we got that one done. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Temple, part 24. That's like episode of part 24. And it is Temple Finale 3. Basically, it's the third. It's the finale of the temple, of the ancient temple, and finale of 99. You know, the 3 finale, the third finale of episode 99, which does. And then we have Lost to Time Materia. In case you can't read that. Part 1, even though it's P1, which means it's going to happen again. But, yeah, a little bit, there's a little bit of difference already. And well, I've already discussed that in the episode if you want to know more. But the difference is that there's even more going to come that I haven't mentioned in the episode because I didn't want to spoil it for you, but I kind of did. But I also didn't. Because there is a huge difference between the two. But other than that, there's not really that much any difference. Anyway, so it doesn't really end until that episode right there, part 25, the true finale of episode 99. It's the ending of 99. And that's where I ended it with it, episode 99. And episode 100 is already up. If you can't already tell that, it's in private right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right there. Official 100th episode of Final Fantasy VII. And I'm working on 101 right now. It's being uploaded right now. We just got through getting the next storyline kind of out of the way. And what's going to happen next is, well, basically our next summon. And it's going to be a difficult bitch. Let me tell you. And I don't normally phrase that way. But I mean, we've already been through a lot of hard difficulty bitches, but believe me when I say it's going to be a bitch. It's probably going to take me at least, unless I put it out to be a long episode, which if I don't do that, then I'll split it up, which, you know, and I really didn't intend to have 99 go on for that long, but I did anyway. And the main reason, solely purpose of that is, like as I tried to explain before, because okay, here's what it is. In the main, as it was called before, LP, which is not an it's a Let's Play, but it's not a Let's Play anymore, it's a playthrough. It's technically is an Let's Play, but it's also not. But anyway, because the Let's Play doesn't really consist of voices necessarily, mainly, but you can add them. But I mainly make mine with voices all the time. I mean, every time I can, you know, unless of course I've already been through it all, then I kind of try to fast forward through it all. Unless, you know, and even then I try to skip through it, and even though I might just do voices off screen, but on screen, not so much. But either way, you know, and the thing of it is that I gotta say though, that I've been through a lot of hard difficulties in real life myself. You know, one being without a computer, but not without a way to record. And, you know, next time I have to record again, which probably will happen in sometime near in the future, all over from this, which I hope not. And again, I am not doing Final Fantasy VII just so I can jump on the Final Fantasy remake. If I jump on the remake, I'm gonna jump on the remake. But I promise you this much, there will not be a recording of it, and if there is, it's only going to be so little. It's not going to be a playthrough because I already hate the game. Because of what it is. I don't care about, it's not the 8, it's, like I've tried to explain before. And I already have. It's not about the graphics or the voices. The voices are absolutely great. I absolutely love them. I love every one of them. Not that I'm in love, no, you know, but still I feel that, you know, I give credit where it's due. That happens to be one of them. And in other words, yeah, they did a good job. Don't get me wrong there. It's just, okay. One of the things I don't like is being that you can't change to Ares and have her go by Ares instead of Aerith. I hate that. I don't mind her being called Aerith if you so choose to do that, but I don't want to play it like that for that. And 2, because they took out all the weapons. Now, that's not to say surely they wouldn't take out the one main weapon because that would suck. Because the one weapon, it was part of the storyline. And while he does evolve, there are other weapons. And then another thing is, what about the other items and material that you can get optionally? I don't really understand how you're supposed to get that. And what I understand for the remake, it's only complete for one half of the game. And that's only evolving around on Midgar itself for Final Fantasy VII the remake. It's not complete for the rest of it, and they're still working on that. And that's from what I understand last time because this was during the press conference. Also, of course, they already got it done, which is fine, but still, I don't like it. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't much care for what's going to happen to Cloud, where he has to be spinned out like he's some kind of a woman when he's not. I mean, he's only pretending to be one. It is an interesting aspect ratio, you might say. Was it how it was interesting when they first introduced it, and it was the only game that ever introduced you as a girl. Well, not as a girl, but a guy pretending to be a woman long enough to bust out another character. Basically rescue them, because that's what they thought needed to be done. You know? And I'm going to guess that the way that they've done it is because they simplified it. Where, okay, instead of Ares, and that's what I'm calling her as, because that's what her name is anyway. I don't give a crap what you say. Anyhow. Is not ultimately going to be Cloud's girlfriend. It's actually going to be Tifa. Even though I call her Tifa, but that's different. From back in the day. I mean, at least I know that. But, thing is, back in the day, when the game came out, nobody knew it was Tifa. Unless you were in Japan. So don't give me that crap like everybody knew that back then. Where? Where was you at this entire time? Well, I was alive during that damn time. Yeah, exactly. So shut your pie hole. Alright then. No, not everybody knew that. Again, unless you're in Japan, or someone who was from Japan. A lot of people around my time, because I was in Vegas for a long, long time. Nobody was from Japan at that time that knew it was Tifa. And if there was, I didn't know them, and they weren't around my area. Okay? I'll admit that there might be possibilities that they were in other areas, because I didn't go to those areas, but the main general area is there. So therefore, you can say it all you want to. Actually, let me put it this way. You can say all you want to, but that ain't true. Because not everybody knew it was Tifa. Anyway. So, such a damn pie hole. And I do not like the whole concept that it's being just Aerith instead of Ares. Why do we have to have F in there? This is not frickin'... This is not England. Alright? Don't get me wrong, I love and respect England. Okay? But Japan is not generally an if kind of damn place. That's an England kind of thing. Like Serif. Or from way back when we used to have whatever the hell we had. When we go if and if and if. Japan didn't do that. They picked it up from other countries. I don't give a damn what you say. They didn't invent it first. Japan always gotta go with the E when it's an I. That's always been the thing. Not to say that they have other things that they invented before America, but still, yeah, that ain't one of them. Let me put it this way. They're not British, okay? I don't give me that whole crap. You don't have to be British to have an S in your name. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. In that case, you have to be British. At least from England somehow or another. So, I mean, not that it's all the way around, but it's enough in there when they talk. Like, well, basically, it's an old thing that they used to say up there. They still kind of talk British up there, but and no one even talks like that anymore. So, stop the S crap. It's nice and all, but don't bring that up again. It's not F, it's Aries. I don't give a damn. It's a woman. Nothing to do with God of War. It's not even referring to the God of War. If you want to refer to the God of War, then think about Sephiroth, but put instead of Sephiroth, put Ares' name on there. Yeah, because Sephiroth can bring down meteor. Ooh, I went there. Although technically the God of War is... the God of War doesn't actually have a face. You know that? If he did, no one actually described him. Not like, okay, he looked like a black dude with big burly muscles. I'm not trying to be racist here. Anyway. And the rest of him was white, and and he had some kind of half hair. No one ever described what the hell the God of War looked like. All they said was he was a he. That was it. First of all, Ares is a woman. Secondly, Ares can only do ancient powers. And third of all, Ares does not use her ancient powers as much as she could. Even though she's capable of doing it, she's just not able to successfully bring them out unless you consider those limit breaks. Which to me kind of sucks because no one else has those limit breaks. You have like one of them that has the ability to heal your party members, but they don't have the invincibility. I don't think she does. I meant would be Yafi. Oh yeah. She can heal, but she can't raise everybody's... She can't even raise everybody's limit break. Although Red 13 can, which I'm not going to use him. I mean, if I could bring in Red 13 just to raise up everybody's limit breaks except for his, I would do it. I mean, during the boss fight, but I'm not worried about that. This isn't FF10. That's Final Fantasy X, in case you're wondering what FFS is. I mean, when you're putting it for short. And be technically initials, and that would be F dot F dot. Either 10 or IX. Not IX. I mean, X. Whatever. IX is actually 9, but whatever. So, and that's just Roman numerals. You don't know that through the entire Final Fantasy universe, they've always relied on the Roman numerals. And half the time they would actually do what's the word I'm looking for? They would use the numbers, but they don't. Their main whole thing is the Roman numerals. But even though they're not Roman, so really, as a matter of fact, nothing in the entire universe of Final Fantasy is Roman. It's not really, other than the numbers, and that really kind of blows chunks. Anyway. anyway, I will see you all in another update video whenever I decide to do that. But I don't do it very often, and again, I could care less if I run out of these because I don't make these very often. And it's not that I regret them or that I'm not proud of my update videos. I am proud of them. I like them. I may not like making them because of how boring they can be for anybody who watches them, which I can see that. But to be fair, I mean, again, it's all in what the hell I talk about. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.